On today's episode of Nothing But Fun, we're traveling towards Prince Rupert in search of an old dilapidated hot spring. Join me and my friends as we bring in some lumber to fix up the boardwalk and enjoy the hot water. We got to load some wood on the boat and bring some shorties with us so that we can do some much needed repairs to the boardwalk. We went to this hot spring last fall, and it was clear that something needed to be done with the boardwalk. You know, there's pieces broken everywhere, mud holes, nail heads sticking out. Somebody had even gone as far as to make a new trail in to access the tub, so we're going to fix the boardwalk this time around. It's horrible. We got half the wood loaded into this boat and trailer, and the other half is going into a second boat. First and foremost, we got our life jacket and a good supply of water and cooler, and mosquitoes are out, so need some of that bug spray. I know it's starting to look a lot like work, but when you enjoy what you're doing, it's always fun. Big thanks to these guys for helping mobilize the materials to the hot spring. Yeah. There we go. Headed across right there. Off for another trip. There we are. Got half the wood up here. William's coming in with a second load here, but we found a better spot closer, so we pushed him over there. This little channel is beside the mud flat. There's the boardwalk. We're about 80 feet in. We used the old boardwalk to support the new boardwalk. Put in a couple of supports down there and tied in wherever we could. So this is a nice place to have fun. Figured we'd clean it up a bit, make it a little safer. I'm just gonna go grab another roll of roofing. You see the last portion of the boardwalk is covered in roofing. We'll put it down here too. One board short to finish that run. It broke, but not a big deal. We're going to end up finishing down to the water eventually. Tore out some of the old stuff, put it all nails side down. Got a little fire going. Some tools, the tent. And here's the hot spring. There's the old tub, the original tub there. No water in here anymore. And it's been replaced with an aluminum tub, which is a little bit out of level. It's about 1 inch over there and 2.5, 3 inches over there. Here's a little different angle of the hot springs. Here you can see the tub and some really poorly built stairs right there. And then this ramp on the right, it's so slimy. We gotta take the shingles and nail them down there so no one falls. Last time we were here, we had a couple near misses on that ramp. Here's the old cabin. Fell down within the last 3 years. Should be some reusable material in there. Here we're rolling out some granulated roofing to just help preserve the boardwalk. Using a razor knife, I'm trimming the excess material and then going down both sides and nailing the edge to the boardwalk. Now that the work's done, we'll take a nice look at the hot tub. We'll head down the boardwalk and see how it feels. Got a cozy little fire going. Way better to walk down than before. This spot's a bit of a pain in the butt, but we'll get it rearranged before we leave. Heading out to the beach here. There's a little bit of a drainage on our right coming from the bush, heading to the river. And then we've got our boat parked on the flat, and we'll enjoy a little bit of a sunset here. The most important part of planning this trip is planning it around the tides. Ideally, you will arrive on the high tide and leave the following day on the high tide, 25 hours later. It is possible to come out for a 3-hour dip, but you might need a clothesline for the boat or somebody to constantly monitor its position. That way, it doesn't end up high and dry. This stretch of river deserves some respect. When the tide is coming in and the river is trying to flow out, there can be severe undertows causing boats to capsize. On more than one occasion, boats have gone down and lives have been lost. There are other hazards when trying to navigate the river. As you can see at a really low tide, the sandbar there in the distance, it can pose a hazard when you're trying to cross the river. Following the pipe up from the hot tub, roughly 120 feet, it goes underneath this little stump here, and shows up in what you wouldn't expect to be the source pool. It's only about 24 inches across. Here's our fire we made that we used to cook supper with and burn a bunch of branches from a bunch of power saw work, cleaning up all the overgrowth. And it's just nice to have a fire going. It's cozy. Finally got to relax and have a nice couple hour soak in the hot spring. What a great time. There's metal pipes everywhere from tubs that were set up way back when. Quite a bit of stuff all over in the bush. Could use a pretty good cleaning out here. I love it. For breakfast, we're having bacon and hard-boiled eggs. It's 2 p.m. on the second day. We're just getting ready to go into the water for our final dip. Camp is all packed up into the boat. It's ready to go. We just got to wait for the tide to float us up at about 4 p.m. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.